coming to this program, please tell them that the time management is very important. You are looking into the class, right? 1.5 hour is also not sufficient for us. Hardly 1 month. If you just seriously work on this, what happens is you can prepare by your own for 1 more week or 10 days, and you can give off the test in this heat. Time management is also very important. Don't worry about the homeworks and all. That's why I stopped giving homeworks. But I will be dropping you the synonyms, the word list and all, which are really very important, which you have to study and get ready to understand the meanings of the words in the reading comprehension. That is for your sake. If you develop number of words with you, what happens is it will give you a lot of confidence. You can do your reading well, you can do your speaking well, also writing well. Okay? Right. Now let us once recap of what we have told yesterday, what we have learned yesterday. Okay, I guess yesterday we have done something like this. One is we have answered the paper, means the assignment. I'm not giving a test, take it as an assignment. Assignment is nothing but a homework, okay, which takes 20 minutes of your 24 hours. Right. So in the assignment, you have come across what type of questions? Can anyone tell me? Akanksha, can you tell me what are the two types of questions which you got yesterday in the assignment? Akanksha or Shalini, whoever it is, whoever saw the paper, or anyone can answer. Mr. Jay, you came with your iPhone. Come on, Jay, you can also answer. Am I?
Ma'am, I'm sorry. Actually, I couldn't catch the question. So if you can
Yesterday,
repeat it.
yeah. Yesterday we have done one paper, like one reading comprehension passage, and it came across with two variety of questions. Can you tell me what are the questions, type of questions that we have addressed in the yesterday's class?
Okay, I'm so sorry to say this. I wasn't present yesterday, ma'am.
Okay, right. So be regular to the class. It will be helpful to you,
Sure,
Mr.
sure,
Jay.
definitely.
What are you doing as of now?
Currently, I'm working for Genpact. So I
Genpact.
had a call yesterday, so I couldn't join it.
Okay. What's the motto behind you to attend this session for IELTS?
I'm applying for Canadian PR. So
Oh,
this is the
that's
first
fantastic.
attempt I'm trying for IELTS.
You didn't
So
give an attempt till now.
no, not yet. So I'm
Okay.
completely unaware of the process. So I wanted that exam perspective and related guidance. So
Okay. Now, did you listen to the first session which was done on
yes,
Sunday?
yes, ma'am.
So you had a general idea on the program, right?
Yes, yes.
And
I
Mr.
just had
J,
one question. I'm sorry to interrupt.
yeah, please.
While I know that there are two kinds of modules,
Yeah.
namely academic and general,
Hmm.
I couldn't get the differences. In what
Yeah.
ways these both are different?
So I have a question from my side before I answer that, Mr. J. The thing is, are you preparing to go abroad for your further education or for doing a job, for your career
Uh,
perspective?
Correct. It's career perspective.
Okay, then you have to write a module of general. Okay,
Right.
and you have the difference in general in two modules. So you have LSRW. Listening and speaking are common, Mr. J.
Okay.
Okay, whereas in reading, what happens is instead of getting 3 reading comprehension passages, you will be getting 5 reading comprehension passages, which are very easy, 2 times level easier compared to academic. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
right. Because in general, what happens is when you are an academic student going for further education, the examiner's motto is, they will test your ability in grasping higher levels of knowledge. But when it is a general kind of module, even a skilled worker should write it. Along with a skilled worker, even to a CEO who's going for a career prospect, you could also write it. So it will address from the lowest to the highest. So lowest is given the preference here, right? So, you have 5 passages, same type of questions which I am addressing right now. Okay, the same time you have 1 hour time, 60 minutes, you have to address all the 5 passages. Now, when coming to the writing part, as I said, for the academic students, they have this module in 2 tasks. You also have in 2 tasks. For them, first one is non-verbal task. For you, it is letter writing. Okay, that's the only difference. And second one
Yes,
is a
ma'am.
common thing for both of you. It's an argumentative essay, right? Am I
Yes,
clear?
yes.
Am I
Yes, ma'am.
clear?
I got it. Yeah.
Okay, it would be very easy. Don't worry. Okay, right. And you have to plan to get if you're aiming for a better career perspective. Actually, Canadian not universities prospects 6.5 and all are fine, but you can aim for 8. Aim for the
Yes, yes. That
best.
is what I'm looking for, ma'am.
Aim for 8 plus also.
Sure,
And
sure.
definitely from my side, I will give you the best. Right?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am.
Talk like that so that I would understand, or else after the program we will do it. Okay. Yeah, yesterday we have discussed two type of questions, if I remember. If I'm not wrong, we have done true or false and not given, and the other one is multiple choice questions. Is it true?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Hayek. Okay. Mr. Sheikh, mute, please. Masoom Bhasha, please mute yourself. Yeah, fine. So, in true or false, not given yesterday, as we discussed, just a brief intro on that again, recap, not an intro. When it is a true or false, not question, first of all, underline the keyword which you felt that it is a keyword. Now, how to make out the keywords? Let me off my WhatsApp. Um, how to identify the keyword? The keyword can be identified like this. It can be either a noun or else an adjective or else an adverb. Noun is given the first preference, then comes the adjective. Okay. Now, underlining the keyword, you go and skim in the passage. Skimming in the sense it's a speed reading as you read the headlines of a newspaper. Now, after skimming, what happens? You come back. Okay. You go to the place where you have to find the word. Yes, you found the word. Then 2 lines before, 2 lines after. This is a general common strategy. So you just read it and try to understand whether the given line is matching to whether the given question is matching to the reading comprehension passage or not. Suppose the given line or the concept of the line is matching, then you wait there. It can either be true or false. Okay. If it is not at all matching and you felt after reading one paragraph and the other paragraph, it is understood that it is not given. Okay, so one thing, so I tell you, if it is discussed in the passage by the examiner or else the writer, it can either be true or false. Now, how can it be true? When you just rephrase, today I'm talking about the paraphrase, that's why I just came with this. So you rephrase the statement in such a way that you match most of the words to the statement which is given. Okay, you match most of the words to the statement which is given, then you will understand. Okay, if it is matching to 100% or 99%, then it is said that it is said to be, a true statement. Whereas when you are talking about a sentence which doesn't match and gives an opposite or doesn't match to even 90%, okay, then it is said to be in the opposite direction, therefore it is false. Very simple. And if it is not discussed at all, it is not given. Then coming to the multiple choice questions which we have answered yesterday, those are said to be a bit easier. But where the difficulty levels lies to you, when the reading, when the multiple choices are given in such a way that they're very near to each other and confusing, then the difficulty level comes into existence. Okay, but yesterday we were able to do the multiple choice questions easier only. It was a standard passage, but it was on chronobiology, but still you people were able to do it. Okay, and today we are going to do two more different questions, and before that, in order to refine more of your reading skill, see, why am I going very slowly in the sense? Normally in IELTS training sessions, students will be taught only the techniques. They won't be asked to do step by step method in order to answer the questions which are related to how you have to encounter each and every question. They'll just give you tips, but practice along with the teacher. What happens, you will understand where is the trap, where is the easiness, and where you can get more of the advantage out of it. Okay, so now let us start with what do you mean by paraphrasing? Today, that is the major point. Okay, so what do you mean by paraphrasing is something which we are going to talk today, and the different types of questions which we are going to. 1 minute, please. Yeah, hope you're able to see the screen. So today we will be talking about what is paraphrase. What is paraphrase? See, a writer, as I said, you will be getting the reading comprehensions from different genres, okay, different arenas of the world of knowledge, and you should be in a position in order to understand it and present your answer according to the question which is asked. And one very important thing, my dear friends, you remember, even though it is given something from Greek and Latin also, okay, which is in English, you actually keep in mind with your common sense. Remember, answers are available there in the reading comprehension passage. Don't worry at all. Don't worry at all. Only thing that you have to see is you have to actually be very alert and try to paraphrase, reframe the sentence and understand what does the actual author mean. What does the author actually mean? Okay, so that is what is very important when you're looking forward, right? And at the same time, what do you mean by paraphrase? Now let us look at the basic technical definition of a paraphrase. See, this is a technical definition of a paraphrase. Put the text in your words. Avoid copying the text. Rearrange the similar text. Ask yourself if you are included all the important points. Okay. So paraphrase is nothing but the technical definition, rearranging the information in your own words. Information of a person X, okay, which is given should be arranged in your own words. See that you avoid copying the text. So when you're writing something in your own words, okay, what should you do? You should not cut, copy, paste the same words. See, for example, in your childhood, you were taught an English lesson or a science lesson, and after the lesson, you were asked some questions. And in that, you will only take the keywords like digestion and all if it is in science, but the process when you're explaining, you'll use your own words. So don't pick up the same words from the passage, understand, and put your text in your own words and don't copy the text. Rearrange similar text. So you rearrange the whole thing. Now, because you're doing your exercises, you can use a rough paper like this, as if I have done the rough work. Okay. So, whereas when you are in the examination, your mind mapping should happen. So, gradually we start on a pen paper method and then go for mind mapping. You go with the rearrange of the similar text and ask yourself if you have included all the important points or not. Okay. Now, to begin with, what we will do today is we will actually look at one example and then we'll do one exercise on paraphrasing before we go into our today's exercise. Okay. Now look at the original text and look at the paraphrase. Now only look at the original text, my dear friends. Willy Wonka, a very famous person, right? Candies. Willy Wonka was famous for his delicious candy. Children and adults love to eat it. Okay. Now, famous in the sense he is a very renowned person. Delicious means you can take it as sweet. And children and adults love to eat it means they enjoy it. Now, the same thing. This is very easy. Actual sentence is very easy. No need to paraphrase. But still, just to understand how to make a paraphrase. That means why do you need to paraphrase? To make us understand what is given by the author. Okay, to make the reader, means we are the readers of the reading comprehension. We have to understand. So look at it. Willy Wonka was famous. Willy Wonka was known throughout the world, who is nothing but famous. Because, okay, for his delicious candy, because people enjoyed eating the tasty candy he made. For the delicious candy, children and adults. Therefore, he has taken people. See the colors matching? Famous is matched to known throughout the world. Delicious is matched to tasty. Children and adults are matched because they are general in general. You go with the people. And love to eat it goes with enjoyed eating it. Okay. So this is how we need to understand and reframe the words in our own words and understand the whole essence of the passage. Let me please stop it. And when you are, yesterday I already informed before beginning the class, you have to come up with your name along with your college name. Don't come with your phones and all. Okay? If you're not from an institution, you're not a student, just mention your name and your organization name. That will suffice. Okay. Now let us do the paraphrasing. All of you, be very careful. Let us, okay, read along with me and try to understand how we need to do the paraphrase, because following this is only one paragraph given. Following this, you have an exercise which you all have to do. Okay. Now read it. Cinnamon is a sweet, fragrant spice. You know cinnamon, right? We put in biryani and all the very delicious recipes of India, especially. Cinnamon is sweet, fragrant spice produced from the inner bark of the trees of the genus Cinnamomum, okay, which is native to Indian subcontinent. So you have the word underlined, produced from, means when you're doing, oh, you have to make an arrangement. What is this? Which is a native to Indian subcontinent. You will be asked questions on this and you have to match the paraphrases. Okay. It was known in biblical times and is mentioned in several books of Bible, both as ingredient that was mixed with oils for anointing people's bodies and also as a token indicating friendship among lovers and friends. Okay, now let us start again and do this. Cinnamon is sweet, fragrant spice produced from the inner bark of the trees of the genus Cinnamomum, which is native to Indian subcontinent. It was known in biblical times and is mentioned in several books of the Bible. Okay, both as an ingredient that was, how is it mentioned? Both as an ingredient that was mixed with oils for anointing people's bodies and also as a token indicating friendship among the lovers and friends. In ancient Rome, Maunus, you have to know the meaning of Maunus. You have the meaning here. Attending funerals, burn cinnamon to create a pleasant scent. Most often, however, the spice found its primary use as an additive to the food and drink. Yes, we use it, right? In Middle Ages, Europeans who could afford the spice used it to flavor food, particularly meat, and to impress those around them with their ability to purchase an expensive condiment from the exotic East. At a banquet, a host would offer guests a plate with various spices, piled up it as a sign of wealth at his or her disposal. Cinnamon was also reported to have health benefits and was thought to cure various ailments such as indigestion. Mourners are the people. See, when somebody dies and we go to the place where the dead body is and we feel so sad and we go to console people, okay, and that situation, we are all said to be mourners, okay, especially family members are the mourners. Yes, they sit and feel sad for the loss of the loved ones, okay, right. Now, produced from, these are all the words which are being given here, right? Now let us go to the next slide. Now, the paraphrases are given here. You have to reversely match the words, the synonyms which are being there. Now once again, I'm going back. Can you take out your notebooks and fastly write these? Or take a pic. Produced from, native, write down please. Produced from, all of you please take a notebook and write. Native, mentioned, several, mixed. I'm just telling single word. Mixed, indicating, attending, scent, 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 primary, primary, particularly, particularly, impress. After you write, it takes only 1 minute to complete. Impress, sign of wealth, sign of wealth, health benefits, health benefits, cure various ailments, cure various ailments. Check with the words produced, native, mention, several, mixed, indicating, attending, sent, primary, particularly, impress, sign of wealth, health benefits, and cure various ailments. Okay, so you all have noted down. Now I'll just give you 2 minutes time, exactly 2 minutes. I'm setting the stopwatch. Okay, 2 minutes time. Try to complete the answers for this. Roughly you write the answers, no need to write neatly, just roughly. 2 minutes time, exact 2 minutes. You are given the words. Question is on the screen. Write the answers. Take time. 2 minutes means it's not small time. It's a very big time for you. Come on. You have ample time to complete the questions. Think peacefully. Just the words, match them. Do as if you're doing some matching. No talking, please. Please mute yourself. I'll ask the questions one by one. I won't leave anyone. I want the participation of every one of you. Stop. My dear friends, please stop. Let us verify the answers. Yeah, the first one. The first one given is an indication of how wealthy an individual is.
Sign of wealth, ma'am.
Very good. Who told this answer?
Tarun.
Tarun, excellent. And what is a sign of? Other than Tarun, I want somebody. Monica, can you answer? A sign of. Miss Monica? Okay. Don't waste the time. Come on. Indicating. Very good. Who is this who told the answer?
Hayat ma'am.
Hayat, excellent. Now, which originates from?
Which is native of.
Which is native of?
Which is native of.
Very good. Very good. Then who's the girl who answered? Hayat, you are the one who answered, right? Who answered this? Okay. Sirisha. Very good, Sirisha. Now, please mute yourself and next one. State it.
Mention, ma'am.
Excellent. Excellent. I can't ask the names because 3 of you have mentioned, but very good. A number of.
Several.
Very good. Very good. Added to.
Mixed.
Added to.
Mixed with.
Mixed with. Correct. Yes. Was believed to heal different illnesses.
Cure various ailments.
Cure various elements.
Yeah, the last
various
one.
elements.
Cure various elements. Okay. And made from.
Produced
From. Very good. Good participant. Very good. Next. Participating in.
Attending.
attending.
Superb. Very good. A sweet smell.
A pleasant.
A pleasant
A
scent.
pleasant smell.
Pleasant
Scent.
smell.
I mentioned
Pleasant
scent.
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 I
A
gave
pleasant
scent.
scent.
Correct.
Yes, scent.
A
Next,
pleasant scent.
main.
Primary.
Primary.
Main
Superb.
primary.
Primary.
Excellent.
Main.
Excellent, my dear friends. Especially.
Particularly.
Very good. Very good. I hear a lot of new
Particularly.
words. Very good. Leave a mark on. If there is any disturbance at your back, please off it, no?
Impress.
Huh? Okay. Leave a mark on is
Impress.
impress. Very
Impress.
good. Yes, you impressed us. Next one, yeah. Participating in a sweet smell. Main,
Primary.
Primary, ma'am.
primary. Was also said to be beneficial to well-being.
Was reported to
Was
have
also
health
reported to
benefits.
have health benefits.
Yes, very good. And leave a mark on.
Impress, ma'am.
Impress. Yeah, you told. Okay. Especially.
Particularly.
Particularly. Fantastic. So give a big round of applause to all of us and pat at our backs. So you have done the paraphrasing well, and let us.
Ma'am, disposal got no answer.
Which one, dear?
Disposal.
Disposal has no answer. It has no answer. It is okay. Disposal has no answer. You're talking about. Did I give you a
Yes,
word
ma'am.
disposal?
No.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't give you, dear.
No.
Okay.
A sign of wealth.
A sign of wealth at his or her disposal. It's all a single.
Okay.
I gave only this one. I gave wealth, no?
Okay.
Only word as wealth. I don't want you to waste your time writing the whole sentence. That's okay, dear. It's okay. Okay. Now, let us check. See? Cinnamon is a sweet fragrant spice made from the inner bark instead of produce, made from the inner bark and originates from. See, all these are being to be added. Whatever the paraphrases are there, if they're added also, the meaning of the passage is not being changed. And this shows that you have very well understood the passage. This is called as paraphrasing. And you have to make your words like that. You have to make your sentences like that. Okay? Now, we will put a stop to paraphrasing as if you got used to it. And now let us go for the two more techniques which we are going to address today in our reading comprehension, which I gave you as a classwork, right? You have two types of questions over there. One is sentence completion and other one is matching the information. Now, as you know, sentence completions, how will they be given? Complete the sentences in no less than 3 words, in exactly 1 word, or in exactly 2 words. The first thing which you people have to do is read that and keep that in mind carefully. Okay. One more thing I want to tell you. Yesterday, we have done this true or false not given. When we are doing the true or false not given, in a flow, if you have written T, F, N, G, again, it is wrong. Even though your answers are wrong, they'll just straight away, right, royally put them as wrong. Okay. So you have whatever is asked in the question, the same should be written. So remember, first read the instruction. So read the instructions carefully, noting how many words you can write. I mentioned that point. And if they want you to include the exact words from the question or not. And one more point they will mention also. Sometimes they want the exact words. Sometimes they say, write the answer in 1 or 2 words. Exactly, you follow that. First step, keep in mind. Because you remember, if you remember these points, we can do the exercise well. Then read the incomplete sentences first. Even yesterday also in matching and all, what did we do? We have read the sentence and underline the keywords. Okay. Think about the word from word form can be used and try to predict the answer. Okay. So what is that? Very importantly, we have to do multiple choice means you have one challenge to search the multiple choices. Here another challenge is, as it is at the end of the blank, it has to match the grammatical sense. Yesterday I told you, when you're doing your summary also, it has to go with the word form, noun form or whatever. So you think about what kind of the form of the word that you have to write if you found the answer. Okay. And now think about the keywords. And as I said, keywords are nothing but nouns, adjectives, adverbs. Also think about the keywords and how they could be represented by synonyms or paraphrasing. Now this is where you have to, in your mind actually, you have to do paraphrasing. But today I'll give you a chance. First 5 exercises at least when you're doing, I'll tell you what sort of books you have to buy in the next class and do the exercises. But now you have to do the paraphrasing by yourself on your notebook. and only 1 minute time will be given for that. Now, after underlining the keywords, see what did we do? We read the instructions, we underlined the keywords, and we are ready what form of answer we have to write. Now, search for the keyword. Two processes we use for the searching of the keyword. First is skimming and finding the keyword. Where is the keyword in the first paragraph, second, or third? And 99%, as I said, they will be in order, true or false in order, even sentence completion also in order, right? So locate where the information by scanning quickly. Very quickly you scan, okay? And if you can't locate, move on. As I said, if it is a tough question, leave it. Afterwards, come back. And again, okay, you found the word. You found the word. Don't blindly go with the answer. Stop there. Reread the question once again. Reread the question to ascertain, yes, this is what I'm going to check for. Okay. And try to complete the question. Read the incomplete sentence. Study the reading text very carefully. Do the scanning very, very, very minutely to establish the answer. And when you're writing, you check your spelling and repeat with the other sentences. This is how. This is a process, 3-step method. Keywords, scanning, finding out the answer, right? This is the kind of the questions as if are there, will be given to you. This is for example I'm showing you. See here, complete the sentences below. Choose no more than 2 words from the text for each answer. Only 2 words, no more than 2 words. So when you're getting a long answer, please curtail them. If you're getting a long answer, it might be a wrong answer also. So be very careful. Examiner will give you the question in such a way that you can definitely find the answer only in 2 words. Okay, they will not too much mislead you, right? That is regarding sentence completion. Now let us go for the matching information, which is bit complicated but not too much complicated. Why is it complicated? Means it takes some time. But if you do the scanning properly and do your notes properly, mind mapping properly, I would rather say mind mapping properly, it would be very easy to answer. And no confusion here. It is like headings only. But you have to match the information. See, they'll give you, for example, the passage has spoken about the types of nouns. Simple. I'm talking you about simple. Common noun, collective noun, abstract noun, and material noun. In each and every paragraph, they're explaining about the nouns. Now, what they do is A, B, C, D. They give all the 4 nouns. Common noun, proper noun, common noun, abstract noun, collective noun. 4 nouns are given. Now, below that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions will be given. Okay. They may give you, for example, in the heading, you have to write the answer in no less than 2 words. Then A, B, C, D, they give you some words. Okay. And that is only a part of the question. And now the actual question starts, 1 to 7. Ramakrishna is considered to be a proper noun because it is a particular name. Sorry, Ramakrishna is whatever it is. See, Ramakrishna is so and so is mentioned, and it is talking about what a particular name of the person. So for that, you have to answer the answer as A, because this sentence is mentioning about what. If there is a particular name, what should you be using? You have to use A. So for first one, the answer is A. And next, sincerity is the best quality that every individual should possess. Second question, I'm just assuming, sincerity is the best quality that every individual should possess. Is a question, let us suppose. And they underline sincerity. For example, they won't underline here, but I'm telling a simple way of answering. So now, A, B, C, D, can anyone tell me what is sincerity? What kind of noun is sincerity, my dear friends? Common, collective, abstract, and proper. It's not an adjective. I'm talking about types of nouns. One grammar question.
Abstract noun.
Can you tell? Very good. What is an abstract noun, Ms. Bhuvaneshwari?
Which is not real.
No.
Virtual.
Something which can be felt but cannot be seen. Okay. Sincerity. You see, we can feel your sincerity through your work. We can feel your sincerity through your expression or various ways. But we cannot see the sincerity as we can see this iPhone. Okay, so that is what it is, which can be felt but cannot be seen. If a name is given to a word, okay, something which can only be felt and cannot be seen, that is called as abstract noun. So sincerity belongs to abstract noun. Abstract noun is D, so you have to answer it as D. So this is how the questions would be there. Okay, now let us see how to match. See, read the instructions carefully. That is very, very important question. As it is, you have to go. Instructions are important. Then read the question first. Yes. Why? We have to underline the keywords. Okay. Think about the synonyms and how you could paraphrase the statements. See here, the paraphrasing should happen. Very much should happen because, you know, A, B, C will be given. First, among the 7, 4 will be for A, 2 will be for B, and only 1 will be for C. So you have to know everything of A, everything of B, and everything of C. Okay, it's not like one line by line you go, search for the keyword, line by line and go. No. Suppose you have searched for the keyword also, related to the same thing, you may have 4 questions. So better you do something called as scanning. And one technique of scanning that you use is brainstorming. Brainstorming technique. Okay. I would rather, roughly I have done this. You can see this. You have to draw a circle or an ellipse kind, and you have to mention the keyword there. And what should you do? You have to go into the reading comprehension passage, read the important points, and note down as if they are the rays of the sun. Roughly, I did it for the same passage in the afternoon. I got all correct. Okay, so you have to go with that, right? So if you do that, what happens is just when you're looking at the question, just read like this and answer the question. Fatafat, you can complete. Okay, so that is what the speed reading also comes into existence, as well as scanning with, an attempt to answer the question with a purpose, right? So read the question first, think about the synonyms and how you could paraphrase the statements. This will help you identify the answer. And now, saying each statement in your own words can help you do this. That's why I taught you paraphrasing. So when you're reading regarding that abstract noun, oh, this is abstract noun, this is called abstract noun. If this is not so, this is not an abstract noun. You have to teach to your brain by yourself, okay, what you have understood. Sorry, the dog is barking outside. I can't do anything. I close the windows also. Next, quickly skim the reading test to try to understand the general meaning of the text. So first thing, okay, you found the keyword. For example, about the abstract noun, you have to study. In the 4th paragraph, a word called as abstract noun is present. Go there and read the whole paragraph faster. While you're reading it faster, you do this brainstorming roughly. Just don't look at your book also. Just do this. You can do it. You can do your speed handwriting also. You can do the skimming and read the question statements again and predict which paragraph contains the answer. So again, read the question. And suppose that same concept of abstract noun is given in 2 paragraphs. Now come to one of the paragraphs, or you map to where the place actually exactly the answer can be from. Then you stop there, reread the question and answer the question. I will not confuse you. See here. First thing, read the instruction carefully. Second thing, as usual, read the question first. Now, after reading the question, you have to paraphrase the question in your own words. Oh, this is what the examiner wants from me. Okay, now go to the passage. Okay, and try to find out the keyword and skim the place. Means I don't say 2 lines before, 2 lines after, because you have to know the answer properly. So you skim the whole paragraph faster. When you're doing skimming, I told you, this kind of technique should be easily done. If you write point by point, one by one, again it will confuse you. Instead, you do this method. I'll teach you when I'm doing the writing. I'll use a board and I'll explain you. Then I'll teach you this properly. Now I can't. So I'm just showing you. Okay, do this and do the skimming. And reread the question and try to get the answer. That's how you can do it. And now scan the text paragraphs you can might contain the answer for synonyms. If you find a possible answer, underline it. See, you won't get the exact answer. You will get a possible answer. Then you have to recheck the question once again. When you remember, my dear friends, when you're reading any question and trying to come with an answer, minimum 4 to 5 times you have to read the question. One reading of the question will not give you an exact answer. Okay. Now, check back with the question statement and mark the answer if correct. If not, move on to the other paragraphs. Suppose whatever you have felt that is a possible answer, again go back. Fourth time you're reading the question, go back, verify if this is matching the question or not. If it is matching, go for the next paragraph, because the same word abstract noun is in the fifth paragraph also. So read the next paragraph. Okay. So this is how you have to find it. Step-by-step method. First one, read the instruction, common point for all types of questions. Second one, find the keyword and try to go and find the keyword in the passage and skim the whole paragraph where the keyword is. Suppose the keyword is there in 2 paragraphs, skim it. I don't say scan it, skim it. Okay. Now, when you're skimming, you will come across a kind of answer which you feel it is a possible answer. Then you underline it or dot it. Okay. And go to the question again. While you're doing that process, 2-3 times you have to read the question. And finally, again, after finding out a possible answer, go back and underline. Go back and read the question and match whether it is the answer or not. If you feel it is not the answer, go to the next paragraph where the word is and again read the whole passage as it is. Suppose true or false not given for every question, it takes 1 minute time. Not 1 minute, few seconds time. Just take 1 minute time. But if you do this work, okay, this work, it will be giving you a magic. See, morning I have answered, afternoon I have answered this question within 7 minutes, not even 7 minutes. Within 7 minutes, less than that, 5 minutes I answered the question. Why? Because I did this. Okay, so please do it now. So this is how it will be. Okay. Now let us start doing the passage. All of you have it with you. And all of you have your notebooks with you. First we will do the question, read the question, and then come back, stop share. I'm sharing the questions. All of you along with me read the questions. Sorry. Right. So read the questions. I said reading questions is very important. First rule is check what type of question is this. A, B, C, and you have the questions. What is this type of question? This is not a sentence completion. This is matching the information. How will you match the information to everything is the type of the question which has been there. Now look at this. Read the instruction. Classify the following as typical of the reptilian cortex. Okay. Now answer A, B, or C to the questions 14 to 22. Okay. Now see, you have to give the answer from, these are the questions from 14 to 22. What is that you have to do? You have to answer them as A, B, C. Now A, B, C are mentioned here. Before we answer A, B, C, we should know what is A, what are the aspects of A, what are the aspects of B, and what are the aspects of C. If we know them, fatapat, very immediately you can give the answers. Okay. So let us go with this. So all of you go with, now take your notebook, all of you. Take your notebook. Very fast. 3 circles you draw like this. Just a circle. RC. RC means reptilian cortex. Short forms also you should be using. LC means limbic cortex. NC means neocortex. 3 diagrams. Just a circle. And inside you name the name. Now you understood, no? This is the question which is asking us matching the information. Now what is our technique to match the information? First thing is, let us know what are those A, B, C, and then come back to the question and then answer. So let us know what is reptilian cortex in the essay. Now go back. I'm sharing the presentation. Yeah. So it is there on the screen. Don't worry. Don't take your mobile phones or anything else. Now, just look at this faster. This is the first paragraph, I guess. This is the first paragraph. Now, if this is the first paragraph, what is that you have found here? A, B, C you're going to find. Our motto is what to know about A, B, C. So look at the first paragraph. Which word is found over there in the second line? Faster. Reptilian cortex. So understand that this is going to talk about reptilian cortex. Now, my dear friends, we are going to spend only one minute on each. A, B, and C. Okay. Now, you just focus on your diagram which you are doing. Now, what is that reptilian cortex is talking about? When I'm reading, you take your running notes, just in form of single words. Okay. Now, the first of our three brains to involve is, yes, any doubt? Hello, Mr. Philip? Any doubt,
No,
Philip?
ma'am. No.
Okay.
Continue,
Can you
ma'am.
please mute yourself, dear?
No, ma'am. Continue.
Okay, thank you. Please mute yourself. Right. So the first of our three brains to evolve is what scientists call the reptilian cortex. So one side you write first kind. Now, the brain sustains the elementary activities of animals such as respiration, adequate test, and breathing hard. So basic activities. Elementary activities means basic activities. We are paraphrasing, right? Another way, basic activities. Faster you write. Okay? First one, next basic activities. Then we are not required to consciously think about these activities. When we are breathing, are we consciously doing breathing? It is automatically going. So basic activities are automatic activities. No one need to, you need not use your brain. Okay. So we are not required to consciously think about these activities. The reptilian cortex also houses a startle center. What do you mean by startle? Startle means sudden shock. Okay, suppose you don't know the meaning of startle, go for the next sentence, you find the answer. The reptilian cortex also houses a startle center, a mechanism that facilitates swift reactions to unexpected occurrences in our surroundings. So fast reactions to the unexpected, occurrences in a surrounding. See, for example, I'm dropping this. You all felt, what is this nonsense, ma'am is doing this. So this is a swift reaction. Okay. So these are all involuntary reactions which we are not programming in our mind. We should do it. Right? This is how we have to understand. And why am I reading fast is while we are reading, we have to read like this. So 2 points we have noted, basic activities and first attempt. Next, even sudden activities, startle center also you can write down. Next. Next thing is, we will be going about next. Again, in the second paragraph, let us check. What is it talking about? If you look faster, just you can go in a zigzag manner to find out the words. Again, here in the fourth or fifth line, you have reptilian cortex. That means this paragraph is also talking about reptilian cortex. Let us find out what is it talking about. The panic lurch you experience means sudden involuntary experience. When a door slams, right now slams or shuts somewhere in the house, or the heightened awareness you feel when a twig cracks in a nearby bush while out in the evening stroll are both examples of reptilian cortex at work. Suppose when a bush falls down, you suddenly jump from there. Okay. Now, when it comes to our interaction with others, the reptilian brain offers up only the most basic impulses. I told you that. Okay. What are those? Aggression, mating. Aggression means while you're doing it only, you have to understand aggression. Presenting yourself to such a high level of impulse, that is called as aggression with anger. Then mating, what is mating? And territorial defense. So when somebody fights with somebody else on the land, okay, that is called as territorial defense. So aggression, mating, and territorial defense. You can mention these three faster. 5 points you wrote faster. Okay, I wrote all those 5 here. All those 5, right? Now, there is no great difference in this sense between a crocodile defending its spot along the river. So crocodile, if it is defending its spot near the river, and a tough war between the urban gangs. So somebody will fight between, right? So each other. So that impulses are natural impulses, so there is no difference. So this paragraph is not giving too much information. It only gave 3 points: aggression, mating, and defense. Okay, so you completed, I guess you completed reptilian, right, cortex. Now look at the next paragraph. Now when you come here, look at this paragraph, first line, second line, third line, faster. Dolphin, next, 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 next. Last line, you have limbic cortex. So we are going to go for limbic cortex. So although the lizard may stake a claim to its habitat, it exerts total indifference towards the well-being of its young. Okay, indifference means not bothering. Listen to the anguished squeal. Anguished means anger. Squeal of a dolphin separated from its pod, or witness the sight of elephants mourning their dead. Mourning came here. However, it is clear that a new development is at play. Now, previously, what was that? It was a basic impulse, just a normal reaction. But here, feelings, emotions came into existence. Okay. Scientists have identified this as limbic cortex. So it's not a basic normal impulse. Now there is a reaction to something with an emotion that is called as limbic cortex. Now keep this limbic cortex LC in a circle, limbic cortex, and do it. Okay, and write faster. Now this paragraph obviously talks about limbic cortex. Let us understand what is limbic cortex. We spent only 1 minute for that. Now the second minute is this. 1.1 minute. Now unique to mammals, the limbic cortex impels creatures to nurture their offspring. Impels means forces. You have to understand that. Unique to mammals means only mammals. Unique to mammals, the limbic cortex impels creatures to nurture their offsprings by delivering feelings of tenderness and warmth to parent when children are nearby. So as human beings, we take care of them, right? So even all mammals also take care of them. That is what function of a limbic cortex. It is not basic. It is an emotion. Okay, these animals as well as human beings have the same. These same sensation also cause mammals to develop various types of social relationships. Obviously, no, not only our babies, we take care about our relatives, our friends, okay, and kinship networks. So emotional building and social network will be done. This is what is called as paraphrasing. So near the limbic cortex, what are you going to do? Taking care. Then you talk about social relationships and emotions. Taken care, then social relationships and emotions. When we are with the others of our kind means our own species, be at a soccer practice, church, school, or a nightclub, we experience positive sensation of togetherness. Obviously, no, we are in a team, so we have the team bonding. Solidarity and comfort. We find very, very comfortable that we are with our own people. Okay. If we spend too long away from these networks, spend too long away from these networks, then loneliness sets in and encourages us to seek companionship. So when we are away from our teams, away from our people, what happens? The loneliness comes, it seems, and seeks for companionship. This is how we have to explain ourselves. Okay. So only thing which we have mentioned, building social relationships, emotions. These are all examples, no? Don't write all. Examples are not to be written. They are not important points. Remember examples, note down the main point in single word. Okay. So limbic expression, You taking care, then you have emotional, and then you have tenderness, whatever. Next. So if you just see here, come across, is this next paragraph talking about limbic? See here, it is talking about this fifth line, it is talking about neocortex. So that is also completed in less than 1 minute, 2 paragraphs. Now come back here, not 2 paragraphs, I divided 1 paragraph into 2 parts to make you clear. Right, now next one, start with neocortex in the circle and see neocortex. Focus only on neocortex. What is neocortex talking about? Only human capabilities extended far beyond the scope of these two cortexes. Okay. Only human capabilities extend far beyond the scope of these two cortexes. That means this neocortex is not there with animals. It only happens with humans. So only human you mention. Humans eat, sleep, and play, but we also speak, plot, rationalize, and debate finer points of morality. So here comes morality. We rationalize, we use logic, we use expertise, we use morality. Whatever you understand, you write there. Logic, morality, everything. Our unique abilities are the result of expansive third brain. Why we got this? Because we have it in the form of a third brain called as what? Neocortex, which engages in logic, reason, ideas. Or else these three are enough. Logic, reason, ideas. Right there. The power of neocortex comes from the ability to think beyond the present concrete moment. So we think about future. Mention future. Near neocortex, logic, reason, ideas. Any one thing is sufficient. And think about future. 2 points. Next. Continue. This is the same paragraph. I divided it. Actually, this is the same paragraph. I divided it. While other mammals are mainly restricted to impulsive actions. Impulsive actions means action for opposite reaction. That's what. So if somebody barks, you bark back. Like animals will have it. But we have a logic in our brain which animals don't have, right? Although some such as apes can learn and remember simple lessons. Apes are away from those normal animals because we have emerged from apes. Okay, fine. That is just an example. Don't give importance. Now, humans can think about a big picture. So we have an ability of making out the big picture or understanding the whole essence of anything. We can string together simple lessons. For example, an apple drops down from a tree. That is what Newton has done. Hurting others causes unhappiness. Obviously, it falls on your head, it causes unhappiness. Or apple drops down from the tree, gravitation, laws of gravitation has come into existence. And what happens if we talk nonsense and hurts others? We think before we react. Okay, so that all logic things are not there with the animals. To develop complex theories of physical and social phenomena such as laws of gravity and concern of human rights. These are all examples. But remember those examples. Again, neocortex. Next paragraph started, but again it is about neocortex only. So you have to read that also. 3 minutes completed. Because I'm explaining you, it is taking 1 more minute time. But you have to use 3 minutes to 4 minutes here completing because you have 20 minutes time. Don't worry. Okay. Now, the neocortex is also responsible for process by which we decide and commit a particular course of action. Decision making. Mention decision making. Strung together over time, these choices can accumulate into feats of progress unknown to animals. So we have a special concern, which is not there with animals. Anticipating, okay, anticipating or foreseeing a better grade on following morning's exam, a student can ignore the limbic urge to socialize and go to sleep early instead. Understand this. We have only this instinct where animals don't. Animals like to be there with other animals. We like to be there with our own football team. But if tomorrow morning, if we have our exam, we stop going to football and we sit and read for the exam, which animal will not have that mindset? Okay. So once again, read. This is how we understand. Anticipating a better grade on the following morning's exam, a student can ignore the limbic urge to socialize and go to bed early instead. Now, over 3 years, this ongoing sacrifice translates into a first-class degree and a scholarship to graduate school. Because of that hard work which we have done, not going to games and all, we will get into the graduate school. Over a lifetime, it can mean groundbreaking contributions to human knowledge and development. So if the same punctuality discipline goes on with human mind and neocortex, fantastic things happen on the earth. Okay. Now, the ability to sacrifice our drive to immediate satisfaction in order to benefit later. So the sacrificing thing in neocortex mentions sacrifice. Sacrifice for benefit later. Sacrifice to benefit later, not for. Sacrifice to benefit later is also one point of neocortex. Okay. So animals don't have that. They try to go and play, they try to go and kill. But we wait, we stop, we think. Therefore, logic, rational idea come into existence. So we completed reading. Let us check the next paragraph if we have to read or not. Now see, understanding triune brain can help us appreciate. There is no such something like that. So our work is completed, and I told you first questions are from first part of the paragraph, next questions are from the next part of the paragraph. No need to panic. So you are with the brainstorming, I guess. Now let us address the questions, right? You share. Let me go with the questions faster with the keywords. Now, faster. First one is this. What is this cortex? Reptilian cortex. Basic info.
Neocortex.
First one
Neocortex.
is. First one is. First one is.
NC, neocortex.
First one is not NC. Dear.
Neocortex, ma'am.
Third one is neocortex. See. Reptilian cortex. First one is reptilian cortex. Second one is limbic cortex. Third one is neocortex. Neo means, remember,
Where
new.
14. I'm answering 14th answer, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. I'm asking another question. Understand, listening skills are also very important. Now I'm just recapping. Reptilian cortex talks about general impulses, basic impulses. Limbic cortex talks about care and everything, social relations. Neocortex talks about individual identity of specialized for human beings, which has logic, moral, and everything into it. Okay, basic version. You have in your mind now. We spent not more than 3 to 4 minutes on this. Because of our explanation, it went on to 5 to 6 minutes. That's it. Now, as our friend said, giving up short-term happiness for future gains. Tomorrow we have exam, so we sleep. As our friend said, answer is ABC.
Neocortex.
It is C.
C, ma'am.
It is C. Very good. Now, go for the next one. Maintaining the bodily functions necessary for life. Maintaining the bodily functions necessary for life. What is that?
A, ma'am.
A, ma'am.
Basic,
A.
necessary, needed for life, which are nothing but what? Basic functions. Bodily functions are basic functions for life. So it is reptilian cortex. It's not talking about relations, or it's not talking about something logic. Next, very good. A. Experiencing the pain of losing another.
B, ma'am.
C, ma'am.
B.
Neocortex.
B or
Neocortex.
C? B or C?
B,
Check.
B.
It is B for Bombay. It is B for Bombay. Why? Because I told you, maintaining social relationships, taking care of emotions, and taking care of people and everything. That is second one. So it is limbic cortex. That's where you go wrong. Be careful. Next, forming communities and social groups.
B, ma'am.
B. Very clearly it is
B,
B. Okay, it is mentioned there, kin as well as family members. Very good. Making a decision and carrying it out.
C.
C, ma'am.
Very good. And it is only with whom?
Humans, ma'am.
Humans. Okay. Now, guarding areas of land.
A, ma'am.
A.
Where did you get this answer? How did you tell this answer?
Territorial defense.
Yes. What helped
Animals.
you to?
Territorial defense.
Territorial defense.
Yes, territorial defense talks about what? The land. Very good. Now, developing explanations for things.
C.
How will you develop explanations? By understanding and logic and idea, right? idea. So C. Clearly it is C. Next, looking after one's young.
B.
C.
B.
B, not C. B. Relationships and all. B. Okay. Next is yeah. Responding quickly to sudden movement and
A,
noise.
ma'am.
A.
Very good.
A.
Okay. So the answers I read out, just write down the order. All of you write down the order. C, A, B, B, C, A, C, B, A. 14C, 15A, 16B, 17B, 18C, 19A, 20C, 21B, 22A. All corrects? Let me see who raised the hands. Very good, Tarun. Honey, superb. Bhuvaneshwari, Pavan. Good. One mistake, please raise the hand. You just close your, put your hands down. Put your hands down. Now one mistake, raise the hand. Ronnie, Rakeem, Funny, okay. Funny, you got two, all correct. Javed, Saichand, okay. Most of you have got only one mistake. And where was that one mistake, Mr. Chandrasekhar? Chandrasekhar, where was that one mistake which you
16,
had?
madam. At 16, experience.
16. What was it? 16th one?
Experiencing the
Experiencing
pain
pain
of
of
losing
losing
an
an. Where? What did you answer? C. What did you answer, dear? Chandrasekhar?
B, madam.
B is correct only, no?
B, okay, ma'am.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, ma'am.
So most of you, I feel very happy. Most of you have answered the question well. Maybe those who have got two mistakes, please verify the questions once again. And this is how. Slowly, you have to do it, and we are not crossing time. Okay. Now let us go for the next faster. Let us not waste the time. Now the thing is, the question. Complete the sentences below. Sentence completions, friends. Use no more than 2 words, only 2 words from the passage for each answer. Now, the technique here is read the question first, underline the keyword. I already underlined for you. I don't want to waste the time. See, a person with only a functioning reptilian cortex is known as. Okay, a person with only a functioning reptilian cortex is known as. So, reptilian cortex as well as only to be taken into consideration. Now, let us go to the next paragraph and let us see whether we can go for this or not. Okay, and first let us fastly underline the keywords. Dash in humans is associated with limbic disruption. So humans and limbic disruption. We have to find about disruptions. So what is disruption? Now, an industrial accident. So accident of Phineas Gage to lose a part is important. So I underline. Then after the accident, co-workers notice an imbalance. Imbalance is important. Imbalance, and if needed, we can also highlight the last one, higher order thinking. So we have underlined, it took just 1 minute to do this. Okay. Now we are going to go for the first one, 23rd one. A person with only a functioning reptilian cortex is known as. Till now we didn't read this kind of thing. So it is there in the continuation. Common sense. This is all the common sense. It is there in the continuation. So let us go for the continuation. You share. So this is already done. Faster. This is also completed. I hope this is not completed, right? Now we are going for the next one. What does the only functioning of reptilian cortex means is what should be there in your mind. Now, understanding the triune brain. Triune in the sense meaning is given at the end. It means 3-in-1 brain. Okay. So triune brain can help us appreciate different natures of brain damage and psychological disorders. Okay. The most devastating form of brain damage, for example, is a condition in which somebody is understood to be brain dead. If there is a brain damage, somebody is understood to be brain dead. So nothing we found about our question. What is that? Only function of reptilian cortex. Now, continue reading, you may find it. In this state, a person appears to be merely unconscious. If brain dead, unconscious, sleeping, perhaps, but this is illusory. Okay, actually, that is illusion. Here, the reptilian brain is functioning on autopilot despite permanent loss of all other cortexes. So, you have come up with an answer here. Don't tell the answer out. If you have found the answer, please write on your notebook. Answer for 23rd. Answer is there from after the example to the last one. I read it for you. You found up. See, the most devastating form of brain damage, for example, is a condition in which someone is understood to be brain dead. Brain dead means, in this statement, brain dead means a person appears merely unconscious, which means sleeping, perhaps, but this is not correct. Illusory means not correct. Here, the reptilian brain is functioning on autopilot despite the permanent loss of other cortexes. Now, let me show you the question once again. A person with only a functioning of reptilian cortex is known as dash. 2 words are there. Write that. Now, let us go for the second question. I made you to do it. Next, dash in human is associated with limbic disruption. In humans, what is limbic disruption? Okay, where is the damage which happens in limbic disruption? Understanding question is also important. Now, let us go back. This is completed. Now here, limbic damage. Faster you think, faster try to go with the limbic disruption is what you have to find. First line you have limbic cortex. Second line you have limbic damage. So this paragraph is talking about limbic damage. If you come down, you have again 7th line also you have limbic damage. So this whole paragraph is talking about limbic damage. Let us understand. Okay. Disturbances to limbic cortex are registered in different manner. Pups with limbic damage can move around and feed themselves well enough, but do not register the presence of their litter mates. Okay. They won't find the litter mates, it seems, the other dogs. Scientists have observed how after a limbic lobotomy, anything of otomy is nothing but a surgery, okay, brain surgery. Lobotomy, one impaired means a damaged brain monkey, stepped on his outraged peers as if treading on a log or a rock. Okay, once again I read, one impaired monkey stepped on his outraged peers. Means the peers are the friends or the subordinates or associates, right? What is this? Okay. Right. So monkey stepped on his outraged peers as if it treading on a log or a rock. Okay, that means it is walking on a log or a rock. It just stepped on the others. In our own species, limbic damage is closely related to sociopathic behavior. In our own species means in humans. Our own species is human being species. Limbic damage is closely related to sociopathic behavior. Sociopaths in possession of fully functioning neocortexes are known shrewd. Now again, what happened? Neocortex came into existence. So no need to read the next part. So the answer is there before. Now check the question once again, faster. Here is the question. Dash in humans, okay, is associated with limbic disruption. So in our own species, what is limbic disruption? Okay, what is associated with limbic disruption? In our own species, limbic damage is closely related to sociopathic behavior. Answer is there in the above passage in the same place. Write your answer for 24th one also. I just stopped so that you can write your answer. Now moving on to the next. Look at the question. An industrial accident caused Phineas Gage to lose a part of his. Okay, now let us go with that. Now we have to find that name, man's name, Phineas Gage. Okay, let us read why to leave it. Sociopaths in possession of fully functioning neocortexes are often shrewd. Okay, means very rough and emotionally intelligent people. They're sharp and intelligent people, but lack any ability to relate, to empathize with, or express the concern for others. That means if there is a damage with the neocortex, what happens? They are very, very, they are intelligent, but they're sharp. They talk nonsense. They don't think we are making the other person feel bad. What is the actual function of neocortex? Not to make the other person feel bad. If there is a damage in neocortex, it will make the other person to feel bad. Okay, right. Now, it is not talking about that person accident and all. So no answer here. So let us go to the next one. One of the neurological wonders of history occurred when a railway worker named Phineas Gage, now it started, now we'll start, survived an accident during which a metal rod skewered his skull. Okay, it has just broken its skull, taking a considerable amount of his neocortex with it. Look at the question. An industrial accident caused Phineas Gage to lose a part of his dash. Okay. When a railway worker named Phineas Gage, second line I'm reading from, when a railway worker named Phineas Gage survived an incident during which a metal rod skewed his skull, taking a considerable amount of his neocortex with it. Means considerable amount of neocortex with it. Answer is there. Okay. Now, next question. Go with the last question. After his accident, co-workers noticed an imbalance between Gage's dash and higher order thinking. Keywords are imbalance and higher order thinking. Find out those words, any one of the words, and try to get the meaning. Co-workers notice an imbalance between, you should be writing 25 answer. You have to write that answer first and now come to 26. So imbalance and higher order thinking we are searching for. See here. I read this. A metal rod skewered his skull, taking a considerable amount of his neocortex with it. Completed. Though Gage continued to live and work as before, his fellow employees observed a shift in the equilibrium of his personality. Gage's animal propensities were now sharply pronounced. Okay, while his intellectual abilities suffered. Garrulous or obscene jokes replaced his once quick wit. Garrulous means too talkative. His new findings suggest, however, that Gage managed to soften these abrupt changes over time and rediscover an appropriate social manner. This is not talking about a question. This would indicate that reparative theory has been potential to help patients. Even this is not talking about the question. So part is here only. Gage's animal propensities were now sharply pronounced. Means animal propensities, animal qualities are being quietly out, while his intellectual abilities suffered. Answer is there in this line. Please write the answer. Okay. Check your answers. No, they are not all wrong. Not all correct. Only one answer is correct. So I guess you people have answered the questions. I will put on the questions once. Try to answer. A person with only a functioning reptilian cortex is known as dash in human beings is associated with limbic disruption. An industrial accident caused Phineas Gage to lose a part of his. After his accident, co-workers noticed an imbalance between Gage's dash and higher order thinking. Okay. One more. Only the second one is correct. I give you 1 minute time. Check your answers. 1 minute time. Faster. Right. See here. What is the only functioning of a reptilian brain? Answer is here. The most devastating form of brain damage, for example, is a condition which someone is understood to be as brain dead. Brain dead means a person appears merely unconscious. Perhaps it is illusory. Here, the reptilian brain is functioning in autopilot, means it is only functioning. So, what is considered to be only functioning of the reptilian brain is brain dead. The answer for the first question is brain dead. Okay? Not autopilot. I know you people will write that. Autopilot means you wrote the meaning for that only functioning. You did not write what happened there. Yes, brain dead. Correct, wrong. Next. Next question. Dash in humans is associated with limbic disruption. This is a clear question. Everyone will answer. See here, the answer is here in the last but in our own species, means in humans, limbic damage, last but fourth or fifth line I'm reading, sixth line I'm reading. Limbic damage is closely related to sociopathic behavior. Clearly answer is mentioned. Answer is sociopathic behavior. Okay? What is limbic damage? It is nothing but sociopathic behavior. Next. The question is about that person, no? Accident. An industrial accident caused Phineas Gage to lose a part of his what? What did he lose? A considerable amount of. This is also a direct answer, my dear friends. Somebody gave me the answer here in the chat. Behavior is wrong for the third one. See here. One more.
Neocortex.
Yes, not the skull also. Very good. See here, answer is here. Yeah. Which a metal rod skewered his skull, taking a considerable amount of some part of it, taking out a considerable amount of neocortex with it. Okay. So metal rod has taken a part of the third brain with it. Neocortex is damaged. So answer is neocortex. It's also clear answer. Next, this last one is a bit difficult. Can anyone chat with me what is the last answer? I'll wait for a few seconds. Chat in the chat box. What's the last answer? Don't tell the answer out. Not getting the response? Okay, fine. Gail's animal propensities were now sharply pronounced while his intellectual abilities suffered. Our question is this. After his accident, co-workers noticed an imbalance between Gail's dash and higher order thinking. Higher order thinking means intellectual abilities. That is already given. Ron, it is already given. Not personal.
His personality.
No. Personality is also wrong. Read the passage again. Read the paragraph again. See, Gail's animal propensities are now sharply pronounced while his intellectual abilities suffered. That means there is an imbalance. So intellectual abilities are related to knowledge and all it is given. What is other word which has been there? Animal propensities. Gail's animal propensities were out. He's behaving like an animal. Normally in Telugu we say pasula pravartistunadu, right? In such a way. He's not using his proper intellect as a human being. So he's making others to suffer. So answer is animal propensities. Some more chats I got. Let me see who answered animal propensities. Who is this? Very good. I got it from somebody. That's good. Only one answer. No. 2 answers, 3 answers I got. From 3 people, I got this answer as animal propensities. Fantastic. Okay, rest, you have got screwed up here. Right. Now, this is how we are going to do. And let us check the answers. The first answer is brain dead. The second answer is psychopath. Third answer is neocortex. And third one is animal propensity. All correct, please raise a hand. All correct, raise a hand. Sai Chand and Rakim, fantastic. Bhuvaneshwari, Kaushik Sai. Superb. Next, Hayat. One mistake. Put your hands down. One mistake. Meghna, Srinivas, Pavan, Redmi. Redmi is your name. Fun. Tomorrow, Mr. Redmi or Miss Redmi, we call you. Very good. Very good. One mistake. Very good. Put your hands down. In total, for this reading comprehension passage, first put your hands down. Please. Ron and Devi, please put your hands down. Devi, put your hand down. Okay. All corrects for this passage, raise the hand. Tarun, last time you got all corrects, I guess. Bhuvaneshwari and Hayat. Bhuvaneshwari, did you raise your hand for the last time? Very happy for that. See, you followed the technique and you people have got it. Good. And then 3 people have got all corrects. Fantastic. Next, one mistake, raise a hand. All questions. I'm talking about all. Both the sentence completion as well as this. One mistake, Tarun. Good. Very good, Tarun. Very nice. Very nice. Most of you have got only one mistake. 2 mistakes. Put your hands down. 2 mistakes. Okay. Fantastic. So this completes how to answer the next 2 sets of questions. And let me once again share the screen. Tomorrow we'll be addressing on the other types of questions on headings, yes, no, not given. SEO not given is different from true, false, not given, my dear friends, and labeling the diagrams. So that we will complete the, strategies to answer practically each and every question. I hope now you have the confidence on true or false, not given, sentence completions, and then on information, multiple choice questions. That's fantastic. Tomorrow we'll complete them. Okay. Now, just for your information, look at this. I did not share this. Did I share the screen? No, I guess.
No, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. Huh. 5. So, okay. So let us go with the labeling of the diagram very fast. 2 minutes I'll take to explain. Check how many words you have to write in the instructions for labeling the diagrams and very carefully study the diagram. These are all the tips so that tomorrow you can look into it and understand what is the process and procedure, and don't spend too much time doing this. Now, actually, the last passage which you have done would have been completed, even though you do your serious reading also would have been completed in 10 to 15 minutes. If you had 20 minutes, you have to save time like that. Actually, more time will be taken for the passages where you have to answer the headings of each and every paragraph. That tomorrow we will address, which is a very important and one of the toughest. Tomorrow, both the toughest parts we will address. One is headings and the other one is summary. Okay. Now, then highlight the keywords or labels. You just highlight as usually and identify the types of words required and try to predict the answer, because we sometimes require a noun, as I said, adjectives and all. Try to predict and scan the text and identify the information and read in more detail to find the answer and check the spelling. Why am I going faster? This is a common phenomenon which we do for everything. Read the instruction, how many words you have to write. Check the diagram and underline the general flow of the diagram. Then highlight the keywords of the question and identify the types of words, which word to be written. And then check your spelling when you find the answer. Okay, so that is what about that. And you have multiple choice questions which we have done yesterday. Now matching headings tomorrow, before I teach that, okay, before I go with the passage, I will be telling you tomorrow itself so that it would be really helping you. Okay. So tomorrow at 6 o'clock again you will get your passage containing matching headings and summary. So when there is a matching heading and a summary, you should keep at least 20 to 25 minutes solidly for that. So when you get true or false not given or else multiple choice or information and all, you can complete them a bit faster. Even though you have 20 minutes to complete, you take only less time to complete. Okay. And this we will address tomorrow. And my dear friends, we have to start as if the strategies are going to be completed by tomorrow. Understanding vocabulary is a major aspect here. So you have to start working on vocabulary, which you will be tested in the rest of the days in the tests. Okay, just go with the words. Abandon means to desert, to leave somebody, which is called as abandon, which is also to be addressed with desert. Ability means skill. Able, capable. Abbreviate, to shorten. Abundant, plenty, ample. Accurate, correct, exact. Achieve, accomplish. Okay. Active, energetic. Delicate, fragile, dainty. See, these are the words. Delicate you know, but you don't know the synonyms. You have to know what are those so that paraphrasing would be easy to you. Demolish, destroy, or to wreck. See, today I'm just telling you in a normal way, but tomorrow it would be difficult to start with the technique. I'll be teaching you the vocabulary with a very new technique so that it would be very easy for you. You can just pick up like this. Scientifically, it is a proven method that anybody who actually learning vocabulary is a dry subject. You can't remember rote learning method, but let us not learn it like this, which we are learning now. We have another method called as mnemonic method. We will learn with fun, okay, in the next classes. So I'll drop this in today's class. Different means distinct and unlike, difficult, hard, challenging, adamant, firm. So I request you all to come up with the words, and tomorrow I'll be asking you the words. For that sake, don't mistake that ma'am will ask the words, I will miss the class. Don't miss the class. I will not trouble you. And also just come up with these words, read them for your information so that if any word come in your reading comprehension, and you can use them into your writing part also. So these are the things which you have to do today. They will be dropped into your and also one word list, basic word list will be dropped to your groups. So you have to start reading them, start for your information, start for gaining knowledge. Vocabulary should be built up. I am giving you basic vocabulary. Gradually next week the level of vocabulary goes on increasing, then understanding reading comprehension can be done easier because you already know the techniques. Nobody can stop you. Okay, so any doubts as of now? Very important techniques we completed today. Thank you. So chalo, bye all of you. Thank you. Prepare the words and come for tomorrow's class. I am not going to test you, but that will be helpful to you.